what's up, y'all? So I've been getting a lot of few requests from the what's it called, the last video I posted, which was the Corvette one, or aka the Corquette. So I will play it on screen so you can see what we're gonna be working with today, and I'm gonna show you how you do it in After Effects. And probably in the next tutorial, if this video gets 50 likes, I'm gonna show you guys how to do the actual transition within Rockstar Editor, so like how you get the clips and stuff. So because mainly the main important thing is like the actual clips itself. So you guys will be making this. Oh, hold up. There you go. So you're gonna be making something like that. Okay, so what you want to first do is make sure you'll probably have like a watermark, but since I'm using EVE, I will only have like maybe 1 second or so. So I want to probably skip 10 frames, which I find suitable for myself. So you want to track that. Also, make sure before you continue, make sure your composition is the same exact size and frame rate as the actual clip itself. So I'm using 2560 by 1440 with 30 FPS since I export in 30 FPS, which I now moved to 24 since it makes it more cinematic, but it's all personal preference. So make sure you do that. So now you want to find the exact same movement. So like here, you want to split, and I go 10 frames forward since I did 10 frames at the start. Got that. To cut, you want to do Control Shift D to split the clip. Okay. So you want to make sure these are aligned perfectly. And I believe these are the same duration. Make sure you have the clip with the extra on the top and not at the bottom. So now what we're going to do is going to do a shape layer by going to the top. And you want to add a fill so you can get the white outline. And you want to make this as not as small but not as big, so something probably like that. And then you would just, using your arrow keys, you can change the position. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on the shape layer, press P on the keyboard to get the positioning, and then what you want to do is go to a certain part where you want the transition to go from either right to left or left to right. I want to go left to right, so I want to go to the position, make sure you want to use this one here. I don't know, I think this is like the X axis, not Y. I could be wrong, I'm not really sure, but you can change it to however you like. You can set a keyframe, and you want to go back to the start, and you want to make this go all the way to the left. And you can also copy this keyframe and paste it over here, since I want it to go from left to right, back to left. Alright, so now you want to ease them to make it smoother. So you want to highlight them, press F9, or you can right click on them, keyframe assistance, and ease, or you can just click F9, highlight all of them, go to the graph. Make sure you're on speed graph and not value graph, because it's easier to work with than speed graph. Zoom in. So I will show you guys the graph you want to make on screen, so you can just follow me. So now you want to just copy the graph. Oh, made a mistake. Here we go. Okay. Make sure that's a little smaller, just like that. To help out a bit, you want to add some motion blur. And if this part, if that feels slow, you can just adjust it to be like that. And then we can also do is for this bit, you can just readjust it to be like something like that. That also works. Okay, so now you have to extremely pay attention to this part. So what you want to do is click on the second clip, or like the clip of the actual thingy, extra or mupkit, whichever you want to use. And now you want to make sure you click on the shape layer and also click on the clip, and you want to make something a bit rough, so just something like that. Yep, like that. And then you can also, what you can do is change the position and then set a keyframe, mask path, and then go back, and then just bring this all the way back, just like so, and then you can actually see the things disappear. Alright, so you could also make a graph for this mask. So just make sure they're aligned. Just like that. Almost maybe like that. Yep. One more. Yep, just like that. Copy this. Go to this keyframe. Paste it. And then F9 or use to use keyframe assistance. Either one's fine. Zoom in to make it easier for you to see it. You may see it's like a little fast. So in this case, what you want to do is turn off the motion blur. So if it goes past it, you want to make sure you first want to click on the mask, not the actual clip, because if you click the clip, it's going to move the whole thing, like the whole clip. You want to click on the mask and use your arrow keys to align it properly. And you have to do this with every single keyframe, like every single frame. Sorry. You have something like this, starter bit. You then want to do the same thing here, so when it goes back, just the same process but the opposite. So instead of going left to right, you're going to go right to left. You can turn on motion blur back. Just click in here so you don't even see this thing. Just click on toggle switcher. And you should open up that. And this is what you should have. Something pretty clean and easy to do within 20-30 minutes. And then just for some small details, you can add some glow. Search for glow. You can also use deep glow, leather's fine. I preferably use this. Add it to the shape layer, and you can change the radius to however you like. I usually use 56. And then just something like that. You can always mess with the graph and stuff. And pretty much it. Text is something I might do in the next tutorial if something very highly requested. But now what you can do is just highlight everything, press U to unshow the keyframes, Control Shift C to pre-comp, and just go, I'm just going to call this tutorial, and make sure you click here. Remove all attributes into the composition and adjust duration of the time span of the selected layers. Press OK, and then just, you can cut this bit out. There we go, and this is how you do the actual. Alright, now to render it, you can just go File, Export, add to Adobe Render Key, which is something I use. So once it loads up, there you go. Now you just want to copy the settings I have, so you can just leave this as the same. You can change the thing, so I'm just going to call this tutorial. And then render at maximum depth, render quality, and depending on what frame rate you use, for example 30 FPS 2K is 50, preferably 4K is 80, and then I'm not really sure what it is in 1080p, but you have to also change this to CBR, not VBR, just to make it clear, and then press OK. Now you just click on the little green arrow, and then it starts to render. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe, and if you need anything else, just comment down.